we gonna light an LED, the image LED of our NodeMCU signal tool like NodeMCU. So first see how the process we are going to take for this. So first of all, let's talk about the components we need. We don't need much. We need to have a laptop, Arduino IDE installed, and we have to set up NodeMCU for that. And also we need to have we need to have Node-RED set up, and also we need to have Node-RED dashboard too. So for those things to work, also we need to have Node.js too. And then we need to have an MQTT broker in this region like service, or we can set up one local machine too. Then lastly, we want to have this Node.mcu too. So let's talk about how we are going to do this. Here we have our, let's take out, let's assume we have set up all those things and we have now installed Node-RED and Node-RED dashboard. Now how we are going to do this is, we have our Node-RED server here, and then let's take this as our NodeMCU. Now we have to use this to send a signal to NodeMCU, and then we have to, it has to decide whether to light the bulb or not. Now for this we can't, like, we don't contain those directly. We are using something called the MQTT broker to send out the signal, some sort of like a message. So we have this. So in today's example, we are using NodeMCU as our MQTT broker. So what happens is, let's say we have a switch, right? When we turn off or turn on the switch, it sends out a message. Now this is exactly in this scenario, in this world, we call this as the topic. So like any server can send out topic with a significant name, and we usually say in the technical terms, we say this, our Node-RED publishes a topic. So in here we publish a topic to our MQTT broker, and then what our NodeMCU can do is, it can subscribe to those topics. So we don't exactly say that only our NodeMCU can subscribe, or like only to send it to the NodeMCU. We just subscribe the topic, and the listeners or the devices who are interested in that topic, they can subscribe to that topic and get the message. So if we have another NodeMCU, say we have another, that one also can subscribe to that topic. Like it is, like, there is no any restrictions that he is saying that only one NodeMCU can subscribe to that. It's like the WhatsApp channel. So we can just send it to multiple devices. So if we want to set up security ones, we can have a private MQTT server, so that only the devices we want can connect to those. So let's take example. Let's take one scenario where I switch on our switch. Now what happens is, it's gonna send out the topic. Let's say we get the topic as LED status, which is gonna publish a topic, LED status, is the message on. So it goes to NIBM. Now NIBM has this, in NIBM server, this topic is stored, and on the NodeMCU it can listen to the topics that is under LED status. So they know if the status is changed, they can then check the message. If it is on, it's gonna turn on the LED, and if it is off, it's gonna turn off the LED. So that is how our process is going to go. Now let's take a look at how we going to implement this in our machine. Okay, so hi again, and let's now talk about the how we implement this. So first of all, we need to have installed Node-RED for this, and for install Node-RED, we have to first set up Node.js. So let's talk about, you can set up Node.js using this nodejs.org website, and you can just download the latest stable version. And then what happens is when you install this, it's gonna also install the NPM or Node Package Manager. So from NPM you can install Node-RED using npm install node-red, and also we have to have Node-RED dashboard too. So we can, after installing the Node-RED, we can install Node-RED dashboard as same. We can use Node-RED dashboard too. So after installing the Node-RED dashboard and Node-RED, we can start our Node-RED server using Node-RED command. So before that, actually, if we install this, we have to restart our command prompt. Then after that, we can start up our server using Node-RED command. So I'm going to enter the command, and you can see it's going to spin up our Node-RED container. And after everything is done, we can open this here. And from here, you can see it's loading up. And now this is our workspace. So this is where we actually design our the nodes. So in order to we have to design a switch, and then we have to connect it to our MQTT server. And so first of all, now this is how I have connected our switch and the MQTT server. Let me explain it to you. So on here, you can see we have a switch component. Now this is coming from the here dashboard node. So you can drop out a switch, and when we double click, you can see the options. Now this is in the home default group, and our label is obviously switch, and icon is I set to the default one, but if you want, we can change the icon too. Now the most important part is here. So here is how we set our payload, like what is to send and what is our topic to send. So here, when it is on, we're gonna send out a string called on, and when it is off, we're gonna send out a payload with off string. So we can, if you want, we can change it to anything else, but now for the simplicity, we're gonna keep on. If the switch is on, we're gonna send out the on, and if it is off, we're gonna send out off. And our topic is and we are going to send it in a message body and topic. So we can save it in here, and then we're gonna have to connect this to a MQTT broker, right? So for that we're gonna have to use MQTT out component. So I can just drag and drop it to here, and let's talk about its options, right? So in here you can see our server is HiveMQ, and remember I said earlier that we are publishing a topic. So here our topic name is, we can set it, I will set it LED control. Now if we take a look at our server details, I have set the HiveMQ allow. This can anything you want, and our server address is broker.hivemq.com. Now this is we get from the HiveMQ website, and this is the public server, so we don't have to use an username or password. Like we can just connect it on the port 1883, and then protocol is 3.1.1. Now those are the default options, and with that we can actually connect it and done. Now those are the only thing we need in order to work with this. And let's take a look at our UI, right? So let me copy our server URL. Now for go to our dashboard, we have to put UI in the end of the URL. Now you can see our UI is there. Now we can switch on and switch off. Okay, so with that, now let's come to our Arduino code, right? On our Arduino code, first we are using this Wi-Fi module SPAT to for our NodeMCU, and then we have to use PubSub client. Now this is, we can use it
install using the our library manager. Just search PubSub client, and I use this Polaris PubSub client library. So this is the recommended one for this. And first I have declared our Wi-Fi SSID and Wi-Fi password in order to connect to a network, because we have to subscribe to a topic from our NodeMCU, and then I have my MQTT server address and MQTT port. Now remember, these are the same details that the same server. This is the same server that I'm publishing my topic to. So, and here I'll explain about this later. Now let's first come into our here. First, I'm actually initializing, like kind of like declaring my variables, like with the client, what is my client and what is my ESP modules. And on the setup, you can see, first of all, because obviously I have to monitor my process, so I have put the serial bit this much frequency, and then I have pin mode D4 set to output. So D4 is actually our inbuilt LED now, not NodeMCU, so we don't have to connect an extra, like a LED one. And then we are initializing our Wi-Fi component, and if it is, and we are in this part we are connecting to Wi-Fi. Now if this is not, if this is W connected, that means it is connected, so the while loop ends and printed out to connected to the Wi-Fi network. And then we are setting our server to our MQTT HiveMQ's server, and we are setting our callback. So I'll explain what is callback later, to our callback function. Now this is our loop part. So you can see the client is not connected, we are constantly reconnecting. Now what is in the reconnecting code is, if it is while client is not connected, we are trying to connect to our MQTT server with the credentials we passed on the setup phase. And then if it is failed, we have a delay, and after the delay we are trying again. So that is what we reconnected, and then if it is connected, we are going to call the client.loop function. So what is client.loop function? On client.loop function, actually it is looping and listening to callbacks. So the callback is, like you can see, let me tell you, right, you can see that in the reconnect run we are subscribing to that topic. Remember, I said that this is the same topic I'm publishing, right? So we have to subscribe under the same topic name. So that is how we're gonna get the same status we are publishing. So what is a callback is, when we subscribe, it is like if a message is coming, if a topic is published, we can listen to that and we can execute some codes. So that is basically what is a callback. And in the callback function, we can do, if a message is arrived, what we can do. So it can actually have 3 arguments. One is topic and one is payload. Now payload is the one that, like, I've set it on the Node-RED dashboard. Remember, like on for on and off for off one, that one. So here I'm just, for debugging purposes, I'm console like serial printing our topic, and then we are I'm initializing a serial string called message. Now for this is for, like, it is sometimes the payload is coming as bytes, so we need to store it in a string in order to work with this. So here is how I'm in this for loop. I'm doing this, like I'm checking byte one by one and saving it to the message string. And now here I can see if the topic is LED control. Remember, we subscribe it as LED control, right? Under the topic name LED control. Now, if the topic is LED control, I'm just for debugging purpose, I'm printing the message. And if the message is on, remember, if the switch is on, we are sending a payload with message on, right? So if the message is on, I'm going to set the digital the D4 to low. Now the inbuilt LED, since inbuilt LED, low means it is going to light up. So the LED is going to turn on when we set the low, and on the else one, if the message is not on, we're gonna set high. So high means actually the LED is going to turn off. This is only because we are using the inbuilt LED one, and also we are console logging down. So this is how our code looks like. Now let's connect our NodeMCU and see how this is working real usage. Okay, so now you can see our code is uploading, and if I open my serial number, you'll see after it is uploading, it should try to connect to our Wi-Fi. Let's wait a minute. Okay, so as you can see now, it is connected to the Wi-Fi network, and also it is connected to the MQTT network. Now let's try switching off our LED. Now you can see when I switch off, the light is switched off. If I turn on, you can see on our console log shows we got our message, and likewise you can switch off and switch on our LED using our dashboard. Okay. It's quickly, because when I switch on the LED, it's going to publish a topic with the LED status, LED on off, and saying the switch is turned on, and then the NodeMCU subscribe to that topic and turn on the LED. So yeah, that is how we connect to our MQTT server, and with Node-RED we're going to control our NodeMCU board. So thank you all.